It's been an interesting couple weeks for us, but I tell you what, man, I love this team. It's um, it's a good group, better than good group. It's a great group. We had a really nice trip. Played two top 30 teams in Northridge, ranked 25th, Fullerton 30th, and man, we played really well against Northridge. It's soccer. Soccer is an interesting game. You don't always get the results when you have the better of play, and we were extremely good against Northridge. Okay in the first half, pretty even, and then the second half just all over them. I don't have the statistics in front of me, but it was like 11-3 in shots and 6 to corner kicks. I mean, it was one-sided. We did everything to find the goal, and it was kind of a crazy little deal. We had an injury, and our trainer ran onto the field. And the rule of thumb is you wait and you got to see if the player's hurt or not, or the guy just got shaken up a little bit. Because as soon as the trainer comes on the field, you got to make a substitution. And it was at an inopportune time, and the new trainer ran out on the field. We had to make a sub, and it was a team that had a long throw in, and they scored right over the guy that just came in with a near post throw. So it was frustrating, but we had plenty of chances, and we should have handled Friday night. But you know, it's one of those games where after the match, you told the guys, hey man, it was a great game. You know, we found our rhythm. Young guys did well in a tough situation, and it put more pressure on Sunday's game. You know, you went into Sunday 1-2. Feeling that we have a very good team, and it was just a matter of continually developing cohesiveness and confidence, and I felt good going into Sunday, excited but unsure how the reaction was going to be, and started out good, scored a great goal, went up 1-0, and Ford Parker, who's been tremendous in goal every game, gave up a howler to tie it up, and it was just one of those fluke cross/shot on goal, and they tied it up. We went into half 1-0, and the guys had a great second half. I mean, what can you say? We scored 4 tremendous goals, just took Fullerton apart, who is a good team. You know, Fullerton's a good team, you know, 30th ranked team in the country. So that was a nice win to get, you know, 5-1. I thought it was a good weekend, and I asked Chelsea to kind of put together the teams we've played, and the 4 games we've played, Seattle's been ranked, you know, 19th, Washington as high as 3rd, Northridge 25th, and Fullerton 30. So we played 4 ranked teams, and we're 2-2. And you know, you can never be happy with that. We should be 3-1. We didn't play that well. The second half, we had a bad half against Washington. But I'm proud of this group. You know, they've dealt with a lot of adversity. There's a lot on their plate, and they keep fighting. There's a desire to get better. The young guys keep improving each game, and I think this is a team that's going to continue to get better and better as the season progresses. I'm really excited about it.
Coach, are they exceeding your expectations? Because you lost a couple guys, and you talked about the adversity that you guys have had. Are they exceeding your expectations at this point?
You know, our goal as a program, and our goal as a program is to compete for a national championship. You know, and it's, you can't just throw it out there and say every year you're going to win national championships, but that's why guys come here, to compete for national championships. That's why we schedule like we schedule. You know, we want to play the best teams in the country day in, day out. You know, our next game on the road's Tulsa. They've been 15th in the country. You know, everybody we want to play is good. And so it's not fair to any one of our players to ever say you're exceeding expectations. They expect to win. That's the mindset that our guys have. So I would be doing them a disservice to say that they're exceeding expectations. I think they would say that they're disappointed that they dropped 2 games. I would hope that's what they say. But the exciting thing is we get another great test here in, what's it, 3 days? Today's Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, 3 days. We get to go to Tulsa and play a great team, a credible environment. I think maybe one of the best fields in the country. You'd like to think our field's the best, but no, the guys are itching to go. It's a great group.
And I'm sure the adversity has pulled them together even more. You know, like when you have something happen, it just seems like everybody rallies around.
Yeah, you try not to focus on it. You know, it's there, it's real. It's little things that kind of get you. You know, we're there before the game, and you know, you're with the guys, and the ref says, "Oh, I'm real sorry about things," and it's like, you know, you don't say that before the game in front of your team. It was meant in a caring, nice way, but it's media stuff everywhere you go, and signs, and people don't understand it. But you know, I believe in this group. I believe in the future, and we're ready for the next one.
On Sunday, that second half, getting 3 goals, what did you feel like clicked?
4.
For the team? Sorry, excuse me, 4 goals in the second half. What did you feel like clicked compared to the first half? And do you feel like that momentum can carry into Friday?
I mean, what happens when you're playing good teams, you don't get too many sitters. You know, when we talk about goal scoring, you create a lot of half chances. And top attacking players take a good percentage of those chances. And I'd say of the 5 goals, 3 of them were great goals. 2 of them were somewhat tap-ins, but somebody did the work. You know, somebody beat 2 off the dribble. 1 went in off the post. You know, hit the post, rebound, tap in. But there were no gifts. And it was the same thing with the Northridge. No gifts. When you're playing teams like we're playing, you create a limited amount of opportunities. And if you have great attacking players, they take them, and that's how you win games. And you see that, you know, around the country, and you kind of take an approach. Are we going to defend first? Are we going to attack first? I'd like to defend a little better. You know, we haven't been haven't gotten any shutouts yet, but we're a team that guys want to be on the ball. We're going to commit numbers forward. That's kind of our belief in terms of player development. That's why we get players that come here. They want to develop individually, and we're going to continue to play that way and try to play through teams. So it's a risk reward, but I like where we are right now. And like I said, young guys are getting minutes, and they're gaining valuable experience, and they're going to continue to grow. And you know, you can talk about adversity, you can talk about pressure, but that's something we talk about every year. Yeah, there's pressure. Let's not pretend there's not pressure. Anytime you go out in the field and you play in front of thousands of people, anytime you set high goals for yourself, there's pressure, and you have to embrace pressure. And that's, I think, any athlete here at the University of New Mexico, that's why they come here. You know, they want to play the best and see where they're at, and the plan is to beat them.
How's the health of the team right now?
Good right now. You know, knock on wood, don't jinx us. I mean, we had some injuries this summer, unfortunately. Probably our top recruit, Vladimir Mendoza, who's the starting left back for the U.S. Under-20 national team. He hurt his knee in July, so he's out this fall. He's here on campus doing well. Another top kid, Peter Chang, had foot surgery. So we got 2 great players hobbling around. I think they were on crutches for our first game. And then we got a third guy, some of his credits didn't transfer. Malik Howell, who just recently was called up for Jamaica's full senior national team. So there's a lot of talent not suiting up this fall. But like I said, that creates an opportunity for somebody else. And these young guys, man, they've stepped up. I can't say enough about them.
Last year, it seemed that the issue with the attacking dirt was not creating chances, but it was finishing them. And your lead scorer was Aaron Herrera with 5 goals over 17 games. This year, Matt has 3 goals over 4 games. Is it a change in just like the guys, or is it maybe something you've done differently when it comes to coaching the attacking dirt?
Well, if you look at our goals, I think it's 4 players have scored all the goals, and that's a good number. I mean, it's all attacking players. It's Matt Puig, it's Omar Gray, it's Antoine Vial, and it's Nick Taylor. So our attacking guys are creating chances. I don't think we don't have the same kind of play in our fullbacks this year in terms of joining the attack is high. So I think that's a pattern you'll see. Our front 4 will create most of the chances. Set pieces, you know, there's going to be opportunities for center backs and midfielders a little bit more. But I like our attacking players right now, and they're playing with confidence. They're taking chances. You know, it's good right now. We'll see where we're on Friday.
What's interesting is all of those guys is their second year as Lobos.
Yeah, it's once again it's developing players. I mean, it's interesting. You know, Antoine. He was good last year, but he's hit his stride this year. Nick Taylor, last year he was a freshman. He's improved. I mean, I believe in our environment that guys get good. I mean, that's why we have all these guys playing professionally. They weren't high-profile guys when they got here, but they got really, really good. And we're going to continue to see that as the season progresses.
Any other questions?
I got a question. I'll go.
2 more.
In terms of coaching this year and how different it is for you with the program being limited as we sit here today, how tough has it been for you to not allow your frustrations to, you know, take a part of the team here and take them down? You know, because I know you're frustrated. So how you're kind of coaching yourself up a little bit to not get too frustrated in front of the guys, or is it a release for you to get out there and practice and go play games because it doesn't allow you to think about anything else?
The greatest release is being around those guys and being true and being honest to them and remembering that your job is to see them become successful men, you know. Winning's a culmination of doing everything right, but I think more than ever, it's reminding them that school, maturity, contributing to your community, those are the skills you have to develop, and that to also realize things can be taken away from you in any minute, you know. And it's trying to, I think when you're coaching your players, you're also telling yourself that. And yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy to come up and put a, you know, positive face on anything. It's, but I really love our guys, and our staff's so committed to them. It's a wonderful group. Wonderful group.
Has the new rankings come out yet? I don't know when they come out.
You know, I really don't look at them. You know, it's at the end of the day, it's the RPI. It's the strength of schedule, and at the end of the season, we're going to have one of the best strength of schedules in the season. But it's just not worth looking at that right now. You know, we need to, one game at a time. We got to eliminate distractions, because I think that's the thing over the course of the season, how you manage academics, how you manage your health, your sleep, your diet, and media stuff. And the guys have been fantastic so far, and I don't see that changing. It's a wonderful group.
Coach, last question. Do you guys have a plan where you can get a VIP section and bring these key legislators, a guy like Arthur Smith down in Deming, who controls all the money, to get them to the home games, to help influence the legislature to keep this program going? Is there a plan in place or something like that?
You have to, I mean, I have to be careful in answering that. You know, I mean, is there a plan in Jeremy Fishbine's mind of what we should do collectively? Yes, but as of right now, if you ask the university, there's not going to be a team next year. So that would be the party line. And for me right now, I have to focus on our team, on the game. Of course, I believe that there should be a soccer program here next year and for all the future. And I would tell anybody that, but I also have to respect the leadership of this institution. And while I might not agree with their rationale, I can't really go against that. I would love for people to come and see our team and meet our players and how they represent our university and our state, and I think that's what collegiate athletics is about that representation, and I think it's about excellence. I think it's about playing the best teams in the country and having pride wearing New Mexico across your chest, and I know our team does that, and as do all the teams here at University of New Mexico.
All right, that's it. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.